I had the same problem as he. I couldn't hardly stand up. My feet, bottom of my feet, my legs always hurt. But when I was younger, I fell out of a car and slid down the side of the deal, and then I fell off of a horse on the same side. So I was off, and my shoulders hurt. I couldn't even hardly move. I couldn't even hardly walk on my feet because my feet hurt so bad. But now I can do that. Thank you very much. God with you.
This is Trevor, and I used to have ear tubes like this in part of my third set, and I used to have ear infections, but I could never film or anything. And once I met Dr. Troy, I think that was a month or something, and
I had stomach issues, headaches, leg being crooked, if you will. The minute, the headache comes on, I'm coming in, okay, come on in, the headache's gone. And it's just been, I'm trying to think, you made a comment one time about management of your health and your pain and stuff like that. And the simplicity of the chiropractic care, it manages more than just your spine. It's from your intestines to your brain to your toes. And so I left for maybe a year, just life got busy and crazy, and I felt the repercussions, and I'm back again. So it works.
Hi, I'm Sonia. I've been going to a chiropractor for 2 months now. Before I even started going to Dr. Troy, I was in an accident, and I noticed I've been getting hip pains in my sides, and also been getting a lot of allergies for a long time. I sneeze all the time. I had to go to the store and buy allergy pills and take one of those, and I'll be fine, but I really don't want to take the pills anymore. So one of my friends go to Dr. Troy's, and he told me about this place, and I wanted to check it out. I've never been to a chiropractor before, unless I was in an accident. That was in 2001, but that was just a short time because it was in Florida, and I was just visiting there. But anyway, my allergies are gone. Once in a great while, I get a sneeze or two, but not all the time, And also, I've been getting, before I even went to Dr. Troy, I've been having a lot of headaches, and I've been taking pills to make it go away. Sometimes that don't even work, and I had to sleep it off. And then the next day, my headache's gone away, so I don't get these headaches anymore either. So I thank you, Troy, for what you've been doing, and I'm going to continue going until there's time for me to go up there.
Bad back for a while, and so I came to Dr. Troy just to help that out, and then started talking about all this eating healthy and all this other stuff. So I found myself reading all these terrible websites telling me that I can't eat what I like to eat anymore. So I started reading this juice feasting website, and my wife's always been eating healthy, so now she's got me thinking that way, and it's just, so thanks for that, Dr. Troy, I appreciate that. But it's nice to, a lot of the pain in my lower back's been gone. It's only been a couple of weeks, and actually contemplating, changing the rest of my lifestyle is really exciting, and I'm just happy to be on the same journey that everybody else here's been on already, so thanks.
That's our son Austin. He had a pain in his neck and weren't sure what was going on with him, and he was moving his neck around, and we took him to the doctor, and they threw out the normal thing. Oh, it's just a tick. They didn't check him out. They didn't do any X-rays. They didn't do anything. They just throw out the quickest, easiest fix they can find. And so I didn't accept that. So I took him to a massage therapist, and he went to a massage therapist first, and she said, yeah, she could feel that there was definitely something going on with the side, and I didn't tell her what side of his neck it was on, and she picked the side. She said that she would definitely recommend chiropractics, and so I was like, all right, well, how am I going to find one of these guys? And so then, like, the next day, my wife calls me on the phone, and she's like, hey, I heard this guy on the radio, and he's Christian, and he sounds great, and and we brought Austin to Dr. Troy, and he checked out his neck, and the nerve scan verified the same areas that he had pain with and needed adjustments on, and Dr. Troy gave him a few adjustments now, and he's gone, I don't know, for a couple weeks now, and he's getting better, and says that each time it stretches it out a little better and feels a little better. So that's it. We're hoping for the best on that.
When I went there, they told me I had some areas in my back that looked like they showed the red, which is bad. So I thought I'd try it out, and when I went, I was surprised by all I learned from going there. And I highly believe in the 5 essentials, and I highly believe in chiropractic because he got rid of my lower back pain, and I still want to continue to see him. And I'm just very thankful that I've been able to see Dr. Troy, and I recommend everybody else to mention it to everybody.
I suffered pain for almost 40 years from 2 different accidents, one in the fire service and one on the farm. And different chiropractics never x-rayed me, could never help me. I'd leave and be worse than what I was. And just last year, I turned on KPDQ driving down the road, and I heard Dr. Troy on the radio, and I wrote the number down. I never called. 3 months later, I heard it again. I wrote the number down, never called. Last November, I think it was it, Doc, I came in? Last November, I was driving down the road with that semi, and I was fidgety on the seat. My shoulder was aching, my arms were numb, and I was in pain. And something told me to turn on KPDQ, which I had it already preset. I turned the radio on, and there he was. And to that day, to this day, I thank God for Dr. Troy every time. I started out, I was in bad shape. My first 3 treatments, I'll be honest with you, I went home and I was tired. There was no doubt about it. I just couldn't wait to get home and sit down and fall asleep because it was making a change in my body is what it was doing. And then in March, we started that Run Walk Club. I only missed, I think, 6 walks because of helping my daughter. And I've been involved with most all their seminars and things that they do as I can. And I'm just thankful for what he does, the way he teaches. He has a compassion for people to see them get better. And that's a ministry all by itself. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just thankful that I'm one of his patients, and I'm starting my, what do you call it now? I'm going, one day a week or whatever it is, or maintenance, yes. And I wouldn't be without it. And so there I am. And I love their office. I love the people in the office. And I appreciate Dr. Troy. And Jordan, Lord willing, we'll do a Portland next year together, buddy.
Pressure pills, borderline diabetic. I couldn't sleep at night because my hips and my joints would just ache. And since I'm going to a Dr. Troy, I'm not taking my medicine anymore. I also have allergies. I'm not taking them. In fact, they're kind of disappearing. So I am doing great and I feel good. The only problem I have is going on the walk for the exercise. But I plan on to do better. And then just in August, I went camping with my grandson, and somehow my whole hip shifted and I came back in pain. So it was about a month. I went back to Dr. Troy and he said, you got to get off, ice pack, off, on, off, and just rest and come in. And I did come in and did my adjustments, and now I'm walking. I don't have any problems at all. And I do it all to Dr. Troy and Jesus Christ, because he's the one that's doing it.
That's right.
And the people are friendly. I advise you, if you know anybody that's in pain, get him down to Dr. Troy. He'll fix them right up.